way, not the other way around.
Yeah. I mean,
Mordecai's
that's
are only really
once again for game number 1.
So a lot of players would rather just play ping pong over and over and over. Here we go.
Yeah, they're going to look for the hook here, and they're just going to get both of them in one. As Tucson says, well, I'm not even going to flash, as well. That was not. And just even up the amount of CS so far. A lot of focus down on the bottom side right now from T1.
Oh, aiming is so low.
Oh, what? I guess he never went back.
Oh!
He nearly died. And up at the top side, here's Kana just going to get the solo kill. Not sure how that happened, as maybe Sohan went a little bit too deep that time around. Faker has the flash available, and, well, just going to...
So something must have happened. And let's just take a look at this. The lane state is in an awful position, so you'd have to go 30 seconds back in time to see how it arrived at this. And then KT just grading really, really hard. And honestly, a lot of the some of the lane stuff is a byproduct of that random Herald rotation. So if we take a look at what's happening here, Death Realm, flash forward, Camille doesn't really have anywhere to go. I got her.
Yeah. So it does end up being that just once you get her in the Death Realm, you are able to put on a bit of pressure. Had the Haunting guys at that point, but Camille might have to hold on to that, as we do have a nice little grab on a Tucson, as he's going to go down again. 3 or so minutes. T1 have, well, they're going to bubble the Tom, who is just going to get pulled and is going to use his stopwatch. He's got flash, but no reason to use it here, as he's just going to go down for the 3rd time in this game. That is a very awkward spot for Faker to be in, but this time on the distortion from Kuro. We got a bit of a trade down in the bottom side. Kana.
Obliterate strike miss.
Yeah, but he's got that big shield, and actually Sohan is going to try to get away. He's going to miss on the sweep. The flash is predicted, as Sohan is running away quite well, but now the rest of T1 is coming on down, and KT is not running at the Baron. Well, okay. There you go. Putting up the Pengu. Predictability, I feel like, in terms of Zoe and Varus. Varus is not very mobile. Zoe portal jumping back, and Tucson might just die again here. He's very tanky with the stone plate, but I don't think it matters. He is going to flash, but still going down. And now Kog is left in the back line, and Baker going to go in and pick up the kill and the flash. Just flashes away, and that is going to be another 2 kills to T1. They don't have the Baron, but they're still just going to push down mid lane and try to take this inhibitor.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just looking like it could even be the end of the game, depending on, well, no, it looks like they're not going to go for it, but
definitely does feel like Tucson, unfortunately, is a little bit off today, as they're going to try to get this 3-on-1 eventually down onto Kana. Sohan has to flash there. In comes the Varus. Sohan gets so low, and actually it's going to get devoured, but here's the rest of T1. Trying to challenge in here, Sohan very low, and that is a massive amount of AoE coming in. And they're just going to try to run at Kuro. They can't quite get onto him just yet, but picking up the flash, it is going to be enough. That was a really sweet timed stopwatch, and Baker is going to survive.
And it really felt like nothing happened.
Yeah, that game was really weird, man.
This is one of the weirdest games we've had in the LCK, I think, in 2020.
Yeah, it was kind of like nothing happened until they had a little fight. He's not going to actually Hex Flash. Okay, they're going to kill Tucson again. That's not very nice. But you got to do what you got to do to get your team. Well, they're going to give an extra kill to Amy. GG, 13-2, the final kill score.
But the big question consistently is Worlds play, because
welcome back to the analyst stats of the LCK 2020 Summer Split. Today we'll be joined by 정현, Link, and Lyra, and Pon. Welcome!
안녕하세요, 리나 남태입니다. 안녕하세요, 보호석입니다.
And this is Season with the translation. And let's kick off this analyst desk of today's first series. We had a very fiery draft coming in. AP Kog'Maw onto the bottom lane. Varus seemed like a little bit down on the tier list, but we found out that it is still a very strong pick. KT put Kog'Maw into the Varus pick, however, that was not as strong as we all expected. Varus had a lot of life still, so he was actually really sustained up against Kog'Maw's poke damage. KT, they wanted to utilize their side lane priority and pick up the Dragon and Herald, but T1 was able to stop their rush. KT was slowly having a lead in this game, and it is blue timing. Two of the players, jungle and mid, headed to the left-hand side of the map, and T1 was aware of this. Olaf had to clear out the camps on the right-hand side, having a very close proximity on the bottom lane. And because T1 knew that two of the players were going for the blue buff, they rotated to the bottom lane. T1 did not miss their tempo. They made a perfect execution of this gank. That Devour was not coming in at the best timing. If Tusin could have saved him, he could be the POG of this game, but sadly that was not the case over here. At the same time, even KT lost the bottom lane, T1 also was able to pick up a solo kill onto the top lane. That was a very crucial moment that allowed T1 to have the lead and control of this game. The solo kill machine, Kana, added another solo kill on the board. KT, because they were far behind, they went in for an engagement, but T1, they were perfectly ready for this. As if they knew that they were gonna come for this, three of the T1 players just took TP instantly as Camille landed his stun onto Mordekaiser. T1 read their intention because none of the players were around the mid lane, so they knew KT is looking for a setup onto the bottom lane. Mordekaiser was pushing the side lane alone, so KT wanted to get a pick onto him, but T1 was so fast with that backup. That's a very typical gameplay coming out from Camille, because Camille can lock up the side laner of the opponent, but because T1 was aware of this attempt and because T1 was so ahead, they were able to shut down their try. And it's time to check out the player of the game on the side of T1. It's effort on Blitzcrank, or rather the claw machine, according to the players' right check in the end. Effort tends to pick Blitzcrank into top 10s, which kind of requires a lot of mind game, but Effort always wins this mind game. I think both of the bottom duos were doing a great work in game number 1. In addition to that, his utilization on the Unsealed spellbook was on point as well. It seems like he never missed his skill shot over here, and it is also really important to save and hold up some of the critical skills until it is really important to pick it, and especially he was really smart using his ultimate to neutralize the shield coming in from Tom Kent and other players on the side of KT roster. T1 secured a game with victories in this telecom war, and she's got a call from Suncaster. I guess game number 2 is ready to go, so let's hand it over to our casters. Thank you!